is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On first down, Pryor. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run on 1st down. Pryor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. Now a give, right side. Pryor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Completion here to Claypool. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. On play action, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. Pryor, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. That's the end of the
49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down now, Pryor, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. On the return, here's Agnew. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson will throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
And the Packer first down.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 3. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does...
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, let's get that.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one is slammed to McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll find Gibson here complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 1st down, Pryor, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Mike 28. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On third down, Jackson steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 49ers. Great way to convert. On third down there, 21 yards to play.
Still 10 at the 45-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chris Watkins His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Here's Jackson to throw. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
49ers 9.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
24.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He will push his way down to about the 14. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And this is 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, Gibson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Packers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Niners,